In this video, I'm going to outline how I've been able to make millions of dollars. Specifically, what I want to show you is this one particular little funnel, little webinar, whatever you want to call it, how we use the same principles here to apply it to our e-commerce businesses, to webinars, to funnels that we're selling standalone product, whatever it is. But I'm going to guarantee one thing. A lot of people who get this and grasp this are going to see their bottom line increase tremendously. Because what I'm going to share isn't really talked about. And it's also very hard to pick up and grasp if you've never done it or thought about it before. So these are just, as you can already see on your screen, over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This was back in, I think, 2020. Did about $1 million in a day. That was my profit, or excuse me, $1 million collected in 7 days. That was my net. Again, got it. I just want to show you this so you know that I'm not bragging. I just want you to know that I kind of know a thing or two. I've been doing this for 10 years now. So the other thing is, here's all the here's all the sales. There's one of many, and all these sales, by the way, let's just click here. You can see it's a $2,000 sale. This is, in this case, a webinar. However, this works with e-commerce as well. I just like doing it for webinars and higher priced products because of how this works. You make a lot more if the product is a lot more. So given, I will gladly make more. So what is it exactly? Well, it's sales psychology. And I know if you might click away on this video, that's fine. It's going to be your loss. I know it's not a fun topic to talk about, but I can promise you right now, what I will tell you, what I will show you is going to make a difference. So I'm going to use just the presentation real quick to elaborate and to really kind of instill what I'm trying to tell you and show you. Also, if you enjoyed this, please smash a like to help in the algorithm. Leave a comment as well. I'm going to engage with everybody within the first hour. And if you have questions, let me know. And thank you so much for all the recent support. So this particular webinar that I created, and I'll tell you how it transmutes to e-commerce product. It transmutes to any product. I promise you this, but it's just very transparent here. So it's a typical webinar which goes through a bunch of content, et cetera, et cetera. And here's the thing. So I'm going through and then I show them a little piece of software we had created. It was like $8,000, $9,000 to create this little piece of software. Had a VA go in, add products in there. Again, I'm not going to go too in depth into what the actual software is. However, if you are able to package something up with value that is higher than the perceived value is higher than what it costs you, you're going to win. What do I mean by that? Well, essentially, I made a problem telling people, hey, you need good products, but it's really hard to find good products. But it just so happens that I have something for free, okay, mind you, I said free, that solves that problem. You want it? Well, okay, cool. So I go through and I tell them this is how, you get this, this, and this. So I go through, the steps, the content basically, and the content is also me showing the software that we have for this particular pitch. Now, here's the thing is, let me find the exact slide. I asked them, do I have your permission to share what the 100K blueprint, as I called it at the time, can I share the components? Now, here's the thing. The course is called 100K blueprint, right? So the component number 1 is 100K blueprint. Everybody goes out there and we'll say, okay, module 1 is this, module 2 is this, slide by slide, module 1, module 2, module 3, module 4. However, I only talk about this in one slide, but I also never really mention the breakdown of the course, because guess what? This is what's important. People do not care. People don't care what module 1, setting up a store and linking your domain, nobody cares. They think that's too complicated and they'll go away. They will simply say, I can't do this. So if you look, I literally angle this with a bunch of benefits. So we'll go through a lot of these, but you can literally see where I talk about what, not the how. Nobody gives a crap about your modules and your videos. They don't care. They care what it does for them. All right. So this is all benefit driven. Even though I'm selling 100K blueprint, I only mention it one time. The product they're buying for $2,000 is mentioned one time because I'm not selling them the product. I'm selling them everything else. Look. Core component number 2 is the untouchable ads vault, aka just ads that I had that they're going to get access to. Again, being sold with benefits. So right here, making this a true set and forget system. I set this up to help kickstart your sales. Benefits here. 3. What is 3? Remember that software I talked about before, where I showed them in the actual content piece? I say, hey guys, you're getting this as a core component inside of 100K. All right, so that's one of the components, is that software. Then we have the Dropship Power Hour. This costs me nothing to appear for 12 weeks for an hour, 2 hours with my community. Then I have the 7-figure mentorship. This is videos that I've already created long time ago. I can just repurpose it. Then we also have the Ads Mastery mini course. Again, another course that I had created a long time ago. Repurpose it, put it in, cost me nothing. Email Jedi, just email templates, costs nothing. Right? And then over here, higher level consulting, just a consulting that I did on stage, etc. So nowhere in here did I mention and break down the modules. And if you go through all of these and start reading and looking at the actual bullet points, they're all features and benefits. They're not broken down in technical terms, because technicality confuses people, scares people, and you won't get the sale. So let's fast forward, okay? So essentially, I also reframe it saying it costs this much every single year for my coaching, blah, blah, blah. And now what I do is, before I even drop a link, and this is important for the e-commerce people out there, this is how we crush the e-com scene, because I just took what I learned from here, moved it into e-com, and boy, oh boy, did it work like crazy. And I'll explain how. Is that you see the action taker bonus number 1, is that it's called action taker bonus because I'm looking for people to move fast. I want them to move fast. The side hustle profits is one of the bonuses. And I literally say I created side hustle profits, and if you follow this step by step, you will see results, etc. Then we have the store figure audit, 6-figure store figure audit, again, named a certain way. And then we have the Upsell Amplifier Pro, which cost me literally nothing to even create. And then I stack it. It's a bonus stack. I go through one by one. So now you get the idea, right? So I start 100K blueprint at the very top. So you can see, even before a link drop, they know exactly what they're getting. But I only mentioned 100K blueprint one time. It's the very top. Then you have like 10 or 12 other things they're getting, because that's what they're buying. That is what they want. You angle it in a way to appeal to the outcome they're trying to achieve. But again, you're selling them 100K blueprint. In my case, I'm selling them 100K blueprint, but I'm also selling them the components that are kind of necessary, that they think are obstacles. So every objection is a component rather than a module that I break down. So the components here are just created in a way where they're objection-based pieces that I deliver to them, essentially, if that makes any type of sense. So then I go ahead and I say, okay, would it be worth this much? Would it be worth this much? Yada, yada. And then I drop a link. Now, I tested dropping a 1 payment link and a 4 payment link. In this particular webinar, I did it for Dawn, given her audience. I know her audience. I would always recommend having the higher price first. E-commerce people, I would always have the biggest package in the middle, the other two on the side. It says best value. I would always have 1 payment, 1997. Why? Because people are trained to go ahead and look at that price at face value, and they automatically also assume that these bonuses and everything else that they get is only available for the one-time payment. So even though it's available for no matter what payment plan you take, the one-time payment is what's in their mind, is what they see. They're like, okay, I got to get the one-time payment. Even though they might go for the split pay, they think automatically, psychologically, that, oh, one-time payment, that means everything with that one time. So I keep going. I show them all of this. And then, most importantly, like, you can have the most garbage offer. You can do everything incorrect that I just mentioned. These two things right here is what will have the highest conversions from you. This is going to explode your sales. And I'm going to revert this back to eCom as well in just a bit. So 60-day money back guarantee. Great. Legally, I had to have this in here as well. And it's always good to have a money back guarantee. Why? Because people tend to forget about what they purchase because they keep on purchasing. Are there refunds? Of course. Should you give it back to them? Absolutely. Can it be conditional? Sure, it's up to you. But again, be careful what you do with conditional. Since I use ClickBank to process, I had no choice but to do 60 days because that's what they do. They process the payment, and then they're the ones who mandatorily say 60 days. So again, I had no choice, and I would offer 60 days anyway. But the other thing I did was this. I had a double your money back guarantee. So the speculation from here was that they need to document day by day what they're doing in that 60-day, if they get no results, which I knew they'd get results if they followed exactly what I said with my hand holding, etc. If they documented everything, I would refund them and give them double their money back. But here's the thing, is that take this at face value, because this is stuff a lot of people won't tell you. And I'm very blunt because, again, that's just how I am. If you want to learn and you want to do it right, you want to learn what actually works, I'm going to be very blunt about this, is that I've had very, very, very few people, thousands of customers, maybe less than a handful, actually documented everything, because people are lazy, right? But this right here is an insurance policy that they're like, oh my goodness, that's amazing. People will buy strictly based off of the guarantees of their money being safeguarded. Again, an insurance policy. Same exact thing when it comes down to e-commerce products. The psychology doesn't change when people are buying stuff. Then we keep going longer into the pitch, and then I add on more bonuses, yada, yada. Again, there's a lot that goes into this. It's intricate, but you get the idea here. You get the gist. So one thing I ended up selling really well a long, long time ago was like spiritual necklaces, chakra, etc. And here's the thing, is that what we ended up doing was we were able to actually have a decent price on these, because not only did we use gem pages, we had 3 different options. So we had a package of 3, etc. But each and every single package came with something unique, something low friction, but added way more value, allowing us to charge more. So what was that? Well, we would provide as a bonus royalty-free music, for example, like raindrop, meditation music, whatever it is. We would give that to them for free, right? So royalty-free music. We would also have PLR, private label rights. What PLR is think of like a course, whatever it is. So here, this is just a PLR website. You can search PLR on Google. You'll find a lot of stuff. So herbal healing for everybody. You can get this for like $5. I don't know how much it is. Or this one, I guess, is free. So they're typically like $3 to $5. You get an entire like 100, 200 page ebook. You can package these things up. And also you can package together support. You could say 24/7 support. Again, play it how you want it, if you will. Okay. So, and then let's just say the middle package, the package of 3 for these necklaces might be $70. 1 might be $35. 2 might be, who knows, like $60. I don't know. I don't know how this math is working out. But anyway, each and every package, you remove something. So you have like 5 add-ons, but you remove the best ones the lower the tier goes. So if you have 5 total bonuses, when they buy the product, remember, they're looking at the product, but the bonuses is what really sells them. So if you have the lowest tier, 1 unit, they might only get 2 things. If they go to the 2, the unit of 2, they might only have 3. And if they go to the best package, the bundle of 3, they have all 5. And that's the one that's going to be taken the most, because that's what people want. Because these little things that add pretty much incredible amounts of intrinsic value to the person buying costs you nothing. It's called what I dubbed low friction selling. So it's technically low friction backup selling, if I will, because it reinforces the main product. They came there for the main product, right? But again, you can easily increase your conversions by doing that. And again, like I said, you can even do that with support. So there's so many different ways that you can do this, and there's a lot of different strategies. It's all psychological. You have to understand that. It's all psychological. So again, I hope that you took something from this video. It would help tremendously if you can give this a thumbs up, maybe share it if it gave you any value, and leave a comment down below. I'm looking to engage with you guys. Yeah, that's pretty much it. See you guys.